What are you doing, Sneaky? What are you doing, Sneaky? Good morning, everybody. It's Brittany at Big Cat Rescue in Tampa, Florida. This is Nabisco Bobcat. He's being very sneaky, waiting for breakfast. Hi. I have had a very eventful morning. Oh, I hear Shiloh calling us. Hi, Shiloh. Hi, handsome boy. I got to work today and my computer doesn't work anymore. Had this crazy pixelated light show and it kept freezing. So I am computerless at the moment, but Michael Heap is to my rescue. He's bringing me a temporary replacement and Carol's ordering me a replacement. Are you growling, grumblings? This is Shiloh Bobcat. We just saw Nabisco. Where are you going, Shiloh? Shiloh has a beautiful enclosure here. What are you doing, Sneaky? You rubbing on that log? So good morning, everybody. This is Shiloh Bobcat. Hi, cuteness. Up and over. Up and over. I wanted to check in on him and Nabisco because if you guys were watching our lives yesterday, you saw that Filmo was taken into the hospital for his very first vet exam. And Shiloh had recently been in there, so this poor buddy was like, I am out of here as soon as they went over to catch him. Filmo has not gone back out. He's still in the recovery hospital. If he eats breakfast this morning and we finish, we're reconstructing a safety gate for his enclosure. So once his cage maintenance is all done, then we should be able to bring him back out. And thank you, Melissa, for posting links to the All-Star Slots contest that we're a part of. It ends basically tonight, but I think you have till 7 a.m. Eastern time to vote. The cats can win $5,000. You only vote once. They don't take any personal information. And if you haven't voted yet, today is your day. We want to push up and over so that we can win $5,000 to take care of these cats. So Shiloh's just waiting on breakfast. It's very active. Nabisco is in this enclosure here, and then this is Filmo's enclosure here, which he's still in the recovery hospital, but you can see that we're creating a safety entrance off the side of his enclosure that's a bit bigger and more practical. We split this cage into two. It used to be all one large enclosure, and now it's got Nabisco in half. Thank you, Anne, for your donation. Shiloh! Look at him blending in over there. Let's go back to Nabisco real quick. We were talking to Nabisco, and then I heard Shiloh calling me behind, which was really cute. I haven't heard him do that before. Hi, Biscuit. Hi, handsome. So don't hold me to this because my day's already been crazy with my computer not working and feeling a little jobless at the moment. So I was like, I'm gonna go live. But I think later today I'm gonna do a little experimental live into the closed Big Cat Rescue group. It's got about 11,000 members in it. So if you're part of that group, you may see me go live a little later just to see how that's gonna work. It's an absolutely gorgeous morning here. I saw it in your eyes. Their tell is always in the change in their eyes. So silly. Yeah, I apologize why there's pausing on these live videos. It did it yesterday in the hospital too, and I mean, I've been going live for almost 2 years now in the exact same way every day, and so it's gotta be AT&T's cell service at this point, because I've changed nothing about how I set up and do these lives. So here's Moses going down into his little flower pot home. That cracks me up. Bailey's in the tunnel right up above there. And I do want to thank everybody that, I think I saw maybe 6 or 7 sponsorship kits yesterday after Filmo was in the, hi crazy lady, at Smalls. After Filmo was seen in the hospital, we had quite a few people go to bigcatrescue.biz and order sponsorship kits for Bobcats. I assume most of those people are going to choose Filmo. Filmo only had a couple sponsors, and now he's at least up 6, which is wonderful. But we have a whole list of small cats that have very few sponsors. Everybody always wants the big cats. Hi, lady. Luckily, because so many of you love Smalls, she has quite a few sponsors. And believe it or not, even Flint only has 1 or 2 sponsors. Maybe it's because everybody ordered them and they haven't received the package, and maybe the numbers aren't situated yet, but I was very surprised. What you doing, lady? You got your Zooms? Where is Flint? You're his babysitter. You're his babysitter. Flint! Maybe he's eating. I see some movement. Jason behind me. There he is. There's the sweet boy. There's the sweet boy. Hi. I know, I wish I could sponsor them all too. But if you have friends and family that want to sponsor cats for you for the holidays or any of that, go to bigcatrescue.biz. Right on the home page there is a box for sponsor kits. Yeah, I think they're about to get fed. That's why they're all zoomy. Yep, Smalls is 6 years old, so she's officially his caregiver. I told her, teach him Bobcat things. Take care of the little boy. Don't teach him to jump off of anything. There he is. You're so silly. You're the best girl. You're the best girl. Yep. I'm a good girl. Yeah, Chris, when you sponsor a cat, you're sponsoring toward the care of that cat. And it's for as little as $25 for a year. This is Flint. How are you doing, cute boy? He's watching Smalls behind me. You're so goofy. Oh, there he goes. Fast as lightning. All the way over to the other side to meet her. Oh, they're so silly. Well, if you guys are just joining in, we saw Nabisco and Shiloh. We've seen Flint and Smalls. Looks like everybody was fed because the feeders are walking away. I got a later start today because my computer died. It was a crazy light show, and then it froze, and every time I'd restart it, it'd freeze again. It was over an hour and 20 minutes of dealing with that. And we just decided to pull it and set up a new one. I think somebody asked about Keisha. I wish I had better news. Here's Simba. Hi, Simba. This is Simba Savannah. Keisha Tiger, she's 19 years old. She suffered a stroke about 1.5 years ago. And here recently, the last actually probably the last month and a half, 2 months, she's been incredibly difficult to feed and get her meds into her. She has high blood pressure.
What? I'm not talking about you. I know, I'm talking about Keisha. Oh, that's not very nice. Oh, buddy. I know. Is it the stabilizer? Here, we step back again.
He's still mad at all of us for moving him so that we could move Flint up here. Bless his little heart. Anyway, back to Keisha. So the last 3 or 4 days, she's only taking about like a couple ounces of food each day. Very lethargic and is not doing so well.
Hi, mister. This is Running Bear. Running Bear Bobcat.
So Simba Savannah is who we just saw. He's about 15 years old, I believe.
Hi, you're in your 20s, sir. Yeah.
So Simba is having the same situation as most of our other servals, where it's either a mosquito allergy or a seasonal allergy. So he's been a meds cat, and we're trying to get the right medication for him. But it makes their nose super, super raw.
Hi, zombie bear. Why is everybody mad at me today? That's my zombie bear. Oh, mister.
You're cracking me up. So yes, Dr. Justin did take a look at Keisha yesterday, and we discussed some things with that, but you know, you can't force them to eat or force them to take their medication, and we're just hoping that she'll find an upswing. Mr. Bear. That was too funny. I'm gonna go find one of the cats that loves me. I had a rough morning too. It's stressful when you can't go through your morning routine. Yep, now you guys officially know why I've always called him Zombie Bear. So if you guys are just joining, we've seen quite a few of the cats. I did update everybody on Filmo. He's doing well. He's eating and taking his meds. He's very, very cranky, but he is doing good. There's Tiger Lily.
You getting some water, lady? Getting some water?
Now you're just on a stare down, huh?
Hi, baby. Hi. Hi, pretty. That's my girl.
This is Tiger Lily.
Getting her morning drink of water. She's officially our oldest cat on property. What are you doing? You making biscuits?
She's 24 years old. If you times the cat's age by 6, that's what they are in human years.
What you doing, Mama? Yeah, he'll keep getting water. Sweet lady needs water.
She is making little biscuits while drinking her water. Yeah, she's still very, very fierce too.
You're just like Bear,
Only she's less vocal. Like, she still kind of does that lunge at you and kind of roofs at you, but she doesn't full-on zombie bear like Running Bear does.
He's having a seat.
Thank you so much to the person that's donated, everybody who's sharing, and everybody who's helping in the comments. Make sure you please, it's the last full day to go vote for the cats to win $5,000. I saw Melissa post the link to the All-Star Slots contest. You vote once. They don't take any personal information. And the cats could really benefit from that. What'd you do, and did you freeze? Did you freeze? I thought I just saw Dryden behind me. When I saw that list of the cats, the small cats that don't have a lot of sponsors, and it made me so sad, I realized it's because they're the shy, elusive ones. So Deb and Luana and myself have come up with some ideas to try to... Where you going? It's okay. To try to get you guys more visuals on some of these shy cats. This is Dryden. Keelona's slinking away in the background. And again, like I said, I apologize for any connectivity issues you guys are having. It's gotta be the cell service. Actually, Perfection has a lot of sponsors. I've noticed that the smaller cats that are much older and have been here for a long time tend to be okay on sponsors, or the really unique ones like Gilligan and Perfection have lots of them. But Dryden and Keelona need them.
Hi, sir. It's okay. Just trying to get you used to being on camera.
And we do thank all of you guys for any way that you help the cats, whether it's sharing the feeds and the photos, if you use Amazon Smile, if you donate during the lives. All of that's really appreciated. That's how we're able to care for these cats. Oh, well, he's like, all right, I'm done with you. He went into his den. Where'd Lil sneak off to? Probably in her den, too. They all have their morning routines. Oh, no, I see a tail.
I see a tail. Where are you going? Hi, Sneaky.
Hi, my girl.
You being sneaky in there?
This is Tiger Lily again.
All right, my love. You have a good day, okay? Have a very good day.
And I did mention earlier, if you guys are just joining, probably later this afternoon, but like I said, don't hold me to it. Everything changes here in a split second. Later today, I might try to do a live into the closed group of about 11,000 of you, the closed Big Cat Rescue group, and that's just to experiment and see if it works with the way I have it set up. So it might be a short and sweet one, but we'll try to see. Maybe somebody get a sickle or enrichment or something later just to see how it goes. So I think we're gonna end here in a minute, but I'm gonna see if I can find one more cat. We're either looking for Lovey or TomTom. And welcome to any newcomers. If you are new, definitely let us know in the comments that you're new. And if you have any questions whatsoever, don't hesitate to ask about what you're seeing. Sorry, I'm messing with this gate. It does not want to close. There we go. All right, I see Miss TomTom. Let me see the best way to show her to you, though. She's kind of in a weird spot. You can always rewatch these. They post automatically on our Facebook page. Hopefully they don't buffer and skip once they post. And you can also pretty much watch it like a television channel. If you go to dailybigcat.com, you can find the Q&A playlist, and that's where all of my live videos go.
Hi, this is TomTom. Hi, TomTom.
See somebody asking about different tail lengths. Bobcats are born naturally with those short bobbed tails, but some of them are slightly longer than others. I think Flint will probably grow into his. His looks like a lot longer than typical.
I know, you're kind of backlit, lady. I know, babe.
So TomTom's about a 20-year-old bobcat.
Ooh. Pretty grumbly, too.
And thank you so much for the donations and everybody who's sharing and answering questions. So go to dailybigcat.com if you want to watch all the Q&As, or again, they'll post right on our Facebook page. You can try to see a live with me a little later, probably this afternoon, late afternoon, in the closed group, and we'll see how that goes. She has settled in very, very nicely. She's only been here since September. She's one of the newest 4. You saw Shiloh earlier. We talked about Filmo, and he had his first vet exam yesterday. Only new one we didn't see was Mouser, but he's at the other end of the sanctuary, so we'll try to fit him in later this week. So thank you guys so much for joining today. Again, thanks for the donations. Thank you to everybody who is helping in the comments, and please, please, please go vote for the cats. It's the last full day to vote for the All-Star Slots contest that we're in, and they can win $5,000. You guys can help them do that. You only vote once, and they don't take any personal info from you. It's the easiest contest I've ever voted in.
Hi, lady. See, I deserve $5,000.
I could help feed one of these cats for a year. That would be wonderful. So thank you guys. Have a great day.